Okay, so let's take a look at how you can import CSV data into MongoDB. We will also take a look at how to export this CSV data from existing MongoDB database. So first thing, we will start Mongo. So open terminal in administrative mode, and here I will have to type in Mongo. Make sure it is administrative mode, otherwise it will exit, right? So as you can see, it is exiting, so we'll just have to open as administrator. Last time it didn't work for me, so let's go there and let's type in Mongo and let it run. Right now that it is running, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open MongoDB Compass. Open this. It should open the application. Right now here you see we'll have to connect to our existing connection, right? So we'll just click on our existing connection, click connect. Now here we have database, right? So there are 4 databases, employees being one of them. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a collection, but before that I need some CSV data, right? So there are some sources like Kaggle. You can also have data hub, right? So you can take a look at some of these. Go to collection section of data hub, you have option to choose from that, right? Say education data, but this is from US, right? So if I choose this budget analysis, I get to download this CSV file, right? So what is that data? You can see here budget on education, GDP, and ratio of that budget to GDP, right? So this is the 4 columns that we would be importing, right? So there are other data sets as well. If you want, you can go through that. So if I search in Kaggle about employment, and if I search it, we'll have some data, right? So employment skills, this is the data set, which is a bit simple one. Let's go and check it. Here you see some of the options that we have, right? So you can choose that or click on data set, find something new. So we can go with, let's say, education, because we have plenty of data on that. So let's say if we choose student performance, right? And if I choose compact, the data is not readable, so we'll just move on, right? So let's go with education, search for this. So let's see US education data set or World Bank education data, right? So here let's go with this compact, and you have nation name, its code, and the education institute name, right? So this is the simple data that you have. You can also view it in detail like this, right? So this is one of the data, or you can choose a broader one. Let's say something like climate data set, right? So they have some of the CSV file like this. So you can select from the right hand side Explorer and view them in compact options. So mega cities and their respective populations, we can get this data. You can download this. It will be downloaded in archive.zip. Now I can simply extract this, right? Show more options and extract to archive, right? Now next thing is we will have to choose from this, right? So we have mega cities, right? So CSV file, as you can see, is listed here. Now what I'm going to do is go to MongoDB Compass. Here I'm going to create city data as my collection, right? You can also choose any other name if you want. Create collection, right? Now we can go to this collection, right? Here we have to add data. Currently we don't have any, so we'll have to click on this add data here through file or document, or use this import data option. Then click on select file, right? Then within archive, go to that file megacities, click open, right? And here you see you will get one of the column as megacity, country, population, right? It's CSV file, so we can go ahead and import it if everything is good. You can click on stop on errors if you want, so that we won't be adding any garbage data with errors. So we can go and import. Now click on done, right? Now that we have our data added into this city data collection, you can view it in this row format or typical JSON format or tabular format, right? So this was for adding your MongoDB's collection with CSV data and turning them into documents within this collection. Okay, now that we have imported CSV data into MongoDB, and we have done this through MongoDB Compass, right? Now the next thing that we are going to do is exporting this into CSV file, right? So we have done operation of importing CSV data. Now we will try and export this as well, right? Now you can choose how much data you want to export, or you can export entirely. So to do that, you will click on this export collection option, right? As you can see from this pop-up, you have 57 total rows of data if you view it through tabular format, right? And to do that, you can run this query db.citydata.find, and within this function we can use this curly bracket to run this query, or we can export entire collection, so we don't have to worry about individual entries, right? Now what we can do is click on select fields. Now when you're exporting any data into CSV, some fields you may not require, right? For example, this _ID field, you may not need this, because if you are using Tableau or Power BI, this field is not usable at all. Then you have country, megacity, population, 3 fields that you can create column and put them into your CSV file, right? You can also add a field if you want. You can use simply this enter option to add another field so that it gets added in your new CSV file. Click. Then finally this cancel and select output. Click on select output. Choose CSV. Now you have to choose location, right? Click on browse, choose, let's say, desktop, where we have the citydata.csv. Select. So this is the location. You need to see this before you can export, because you need to know where it is going to drop that file. Click on export. As you can see, all 57 documents turned into your 57 rows of CSV file data. You can click on show file or close this, right? Now what I'm going to do is click on close. Now here you see we have city data file exported, right? And I can double click on this, so it gives me option to open this. I can use Excel, click OK. So it will open in Excel, and here you see total 57 rows. First row being your header, country, megacity, population. Then you have your rest of the data, right? And now if you want, you can edit it and save your changes or do whatever you want to with this particular set of data, right? So basically what we did in short is we went to MongoDB Compass, and then this export icon, click on export collection. This is where we exported our collection into CSV file, right? So it gives you option of both JSON and CSV file as well. You just have to pick that.